Hello, hello, welcome everyone. We are live. We are live. This is Giovanni, and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Movie Canon. This is the Met Report, a show about movies, entertainment, and television news. And actually, I'm just starting to notice something here. Hold on a moment. Hold on a second. The picture seems a little glitchy. Let me see what's going on. Not starting off really good, so hold on a second. Okay, hopefully the glitchiness is gone. Let me just double check again here. Okay, hopefully it's gone. So, all right, so I'll just start over again. So again, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Movie Canon. This is Giovanni, and this is a new episode of the Met Report, a show about movies, entertainment, and television news. And what we're gonna do about today, there's a few topics actually, a bunch of different type of topics for this new episode of the Met Report. The first thing here is there's some information about the MCU Blade movie that's been in the works, or kind of been on the works for quite a while now, or at least it was announced many, many years ago. So there's a little bit of information there, which I'll talk about in just a bit. We have the information that, or the news that the SAG strike is over. So we'll talk about that in just a bit as well. Also, this is more for all those big horror fans out there. CREEPIE is returning. This is in Southern California. I'll briefly just talk about that uh, in this episode of the Met Report. Also, in the Figures Talk segment, which is towards the end of this stream, we have a MARROK or MARROK. I don't know how do you pronounce the name. The character from the ASHOKA series. So he was announced by Hot Toys 1/6 scale. So we'll talk about that in a bit. And then also because we were talking about a bit of information about the MCU Blade movie, there's a figure, a 1/6 scale figure, not Hot Toys, but it is a figure that I briefly want to talk about. So that one's available for pre-order, and then also I've then announced this before when it comes to the giveaways. So we have the the gingerbread Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. So this is a Funko Pop. It is a giveaway. It is officially open. So I did open this. I'm getting some good responses from it. So this one will be activated. I think it's already activated. I think I got the minimum number of entries for that one. There's also another giveaway that will open during this stream. If you are watching live, then I'll enter your name twice. That's separate of all the other entrants that you can get when it comes to a movie canon giveaway. Be a subscriber or a follower, must have an address from the United States. All those other rules apply, but the chances of your name being entered for a giveaway increases if you're watching live today for the and it's going to be for the Spider-Man with the Santa hat Funko. I'll officially announce it or officially open it towards the end of the stream here if you're watching live. And that's what we have here for today's episode of the Met Report today. So again, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Movie Canon, for future content, more giveaways, things like that. So go ahead and subscribe or follow The Movie Canon on Instagram. I put a lot of information there, a lot of announcements, updates, and things like that. So make sure that you're following the Instagram page as well. All right, so that's it for the general stuff here. So let's go and get started with the actual episode. So again, this is the Met Report, a show about movies, entertainment, television news. And the first thing that I want to talk about is I'm trying to find the image here. Hold on a sec. So we got, oh, here we go. So this is a Blade, the MCU Blade movie. So this movie was announced, I think it was in 2019. I think it was like shortly after Endgame. So they had Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, and Kevin Feige popped up, and then towards the very end of that Comic Con, we see Mahershala Ali pop up wearing I think it's a Blade hat or something, or the logo of Blade. So he pops up there, and they announce Blade, MCU coming soon. That was in 2019, so that's what 4 or 5 years from ago or something. And it's been having some issues, like things getting started or whatever. And they haven't started filming yet, so there's a bit of an issue going on there. So the reason why I wanted to discuss this, and hopefully you guys can see the screen. That's always an issue that I might not be able to have you guys see this. So hold on a moment. All right, so let me go over here. Okay, so this is from IGN. Okay, so the headline says Blade will be the MCU's second R-rated movie after Deadpool 3. So for a long time ago, Disney or Marvel Studios, there was an announcement that yes, Deadpool will remain R-rated, because that was some of the concern when it comes to the transition from Fox to Disney. So the question was, is Deadpool going to remain at the level at the R-rated level of the next Deadpool movie now that it's part of Disney? So they confirmed that a while ago that yes, it will be R-rated, just like it normally would have been. So that's not going to change. It'll still be technically part of the MCU, but it will be R-rated. This information popped up or came up from this from the director. So and again, this is from IGN. So it says, speaking with Deadline, and I'm probably mispronouncing the name here, so I apologize for that. Dimanche called the R rating so important to the film, and I believe Dimanche is the director. So I come out of this wanting to be more open, more vulnerable, and bring a more personal aspect to my work, he said. But for Blade, we are going to have fun because the star Mahershala Ali is such a deep actor. I'm excited to show a kind of ruthlessness, a roughness he has that allows him to walk the earth in a particular way. I love him for that. He's got a dignity and integrity, but there's a ferocity there that he usually keeps under the surface. I want to unleash that and put it on the screen. Blade's rating puts in a rare category. While Logan and the first Deadpool films were rated R, they technically existed outside of the MCU when they were first released. To this point, the MCU has resisted strong violence through that has been changing of late. Marvel Studios recently confirmed that Echo will be the MCU's first TVMA series. So this is not something. This is starting to change already within Disney. The article also says here, it's a rare bit of positive news for the film, which has weathered an onslaught of delays, writer changes, and reports of displeasure from its main star. Its creative problems has led to reports that it's being made for under $100 million. Okay, so and then it just goes into how it was first announced, which I already talked about. And I believe this little paragraph that I just read, I believe that that's how this whole thing came about, that it was going to be an R-rated movie for Blade. And I guess it doesn't really technically say that it's going to be R-rated per se, but it just talks about the ruthlessness, and it just talks about certain words that the filmmaker is using here for the new Blade movie that makes you believe that perhaps it's going to be R-rated. So, like I said, there's already precedents there. Deadpool is going to be R-rated. The Echo series is TVMAs, which is the equivalent of it being R-rated, right? And that will be on Disney Plus. So why not make this Blade movie with the MCU an R-rated movie as well? Now, is this really truly important for Blade to be R-rated. Well, no, the story itself has to be strong alone. So just because it's R-rated doesn't mean that the story is automatically going to be good or the movie's going to be good. So just when there's thoughts out there that certain movies need to be R-rated, certain characters need to be into like an R-rated type of movie, it doesn't necessarily mean that that movie is going to be good just because it's R-rated. Yeah, there's certain characters, certain stories that we're familiar with that would benefit to be R-rated only because it's not as restricted, it's not as censored to certain things. So you can, in that way, you can show more of the story if it's not restricted to a PG-13 rating, restricted to a more of a general audience. So that's why I think people are excited when, let's say, we do get a Blade movie being R-rated, because that on itself, it's not PG-13. Blade, the character, or yes, the character is going to be more open to do a lot more things. I mean, he is hunting vampires. The first 3 movies are R-rated with Wesley Snipes, and so we got to see a bunch of freedom, a lot of blood and guts and action, violence, and all this other stuff, which a lot of us do like to watch or see on screen, as long as it's fiction. So getting an R-rated Blade, it just means that there's more freedom, that they can do more things, they can do cooler scenes, in a way show more of the story. And like I said, if it ends up being a PG-13 movie, it doesn't mean it's going to be a bad movie, but having it R-rated, it is a little bit more open to so you can do other things with the character, with the story, and so forth. So yeah, I'm excited for Blade. I think that's, with the exception of Avengers Secret Wars, which you don't really know that much about right now anyway. With the exception of that, the MCU Blade movie is the one that I'm most excited about. Because I was a big fan of the first Blade movie with Wesley Snipes that came out in '98. And then the sequel directed by Guillermo del Toro, Blade 2, that one was really good too. I still think the first one is a little better. I think it's, I would say that it's better than the second one, but I did like both. When it comes to Blade, I think it's called Trinity, that one was complete garbage of a film. And I just watched it recently, and I mean, I saw it when it first came out in theaters, but when I say recently, I mean like in the last year, I finally rewatched it. So I saw it when it came out in theaters in 2004, and then I just saw it again last year, and it's still a horrible movie. That's again Blade Trinity. So a lot of things that you can do with Blade, especially if it's R-rated. So hopefully it stays at that idea. Like I said, there's precedents now where maybe we could see an R-rated Blade in the MCU, compared to other times in the past where it wouldn't even be thought of. It's like, no, there's no way they're going to make an R-rated anything if you're part of the Disney umbrella, like the MCU is at this time. So that's a Blade. And let me see. So the other thing that I want to talk about here today is, we have the SAG strike that just ended. So it just ended, when was it? Was it yesterday? I believe it was yesterday, or maybe the day before. I forgot when it was, actually. The last 48 hours are kind of like a blur to me right now for some reason. But yeah, so the SAG strike is over. So that means a lot of the actors can go back to work. They could promote things. Just things can get moving. Because there was a few movies that were beginning to get delayed because of the strike, and then there was some of your shows that you might enjoy watching, that would normally already started filming for the next season or whatever. They haven't been able to do that. So the strike has been going on for think it was like 4 months. I think it started in July. I remember because I think they were in the middle of the premiere of Oppenheimer, or was it Oppenheimer or Barbie? One of those, where the actors just walked out because the strike began in the middle of it. So that's what I remember, and that was in July. So that's like 4 months. We're like going into mid-November. So that was a long time. And then the writer's strike, that one ended a few weeks ago. So that one's been going. So let me actually I'll just talk about very briefly as to some of the little details. I'm not going to go into a whole thing about, the SAG strike and all the deals that they made, but I will mention some of it because some of it is definitely interesting. Let's see here. So again, this is from Collider. So I am using a Collider source here to talk about this strike ending. So we have SAG after a new deal with the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers ensures that actors will receive greater compensation and financial benefits, making acting a more suitable profession. The deal includes provisions that protect actors from the threat of artificial intelligence replacing traditional crafts in the industry and gives them control over the usage of their digital likeness. So that's why I'm using this Terminator, Skynet in the background, because that's some AI artificial shit going on here. So it's kind of funny how like things are kind of turning into reality, because I was a big fan of these movies, the Terminator, the Matrix. They're talking about man versus machine, man versus AI, and even most recently the movie The Creator just came out like a couple months ago, and it talks about that too. Now that one has more of an alliance with humankind, but that's a whole different talk there. But now we're having this AI issue with the actors, where the studios wants to they want to use like they basically scan the actor's likeness and they can own it forever, basically. Like they just scan them like once, from my understanding of this. I'm sure it's more detailed than that, but from my understanding of this, the studios can just scan your likeness and then they can use it whenever they want, or something to that effect. Even when you're dead, like even if some actors who have passed away, that they can still use it and they don't even have to contact the estates or anything like that. So I was like, who would agree to that? Like, especially when that's like your job, that is what you do. Why would you even agree for that? Like, what kind of money would they give you? The studio wasn't going to give you that much money for it. So they definitely fought against that, and they won overall. Let's see what else the article says here. So we have here, productions that were shut down during the strike can now resume, allowing upcoming releases to continue filming. However, the strike's impact on the release calendar and the future of movie theaters remain uncertain. So I'm going to move on to some of the movies that were affected, right? So we have here, so this is from comingsoon.net. So I'm moving on to another website here. Marvel Studios gives Blade, Deadpool 3, and more new release dates. Okay, so per the Hollywood Reporter, Deadpool 3, which was previously dated for May 3rd, 2024, will now release in theaters on July 26, 2024. So actually, they only pushed it a couple months, which I'm actually kind of surprised at first when I found out that they were only going to push it a few months. But considering that they already shot quite a bit of, well, I don't say quite a bit, but they already shot some scenes regarding Deadpool 3 with Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds and so forth. They already shot and filmed some scenes there. So when the strike started, when the actor strike started, so obviously they couldn't work anymore. Now the writer's strike ended, I want to say maybe like a month before, around there. So whatever little tweaks that they needed to do regarding Deadpool 3, I'm sure they worked on them. while the writer's strike ended and the actor's strike was still going on. So I'm sure they tweaked that. And from my understanding, it looks like they were already working on post-production of the scenes that they already shot before the actor's strike began. So they're already working on it. So they weren't wasting any time, which, it's smart. Why would you, if other unions are not on strike, like visual effects or whatever, then why wouldn't they be working on this film when they don't need the actors for that? So it looks like they've been doing that. So it's only pushed a few months. So it was supposed to come out on May 3rd, 2024. Will now be pushed to July 26, 2024. So it'll still be around the summer area of 2024. And the article still says here, meanwhile, Marvel has delayed Captain America Brave New World, formerly known as Captain America New World Order, from July 26th. So that movie, the Captain America movie, was set on July 26th initially. So they pushed that one out. So that one will now come out in February 14th, 2025. The article continues here. In turn, Blade has moved from February 14th, 2025 to November 7th, 2025. So they pushed Blade again. Then finally, Marvel has delayed Thunderbolts from December 20th, 2024 to July 25th, 2025. Okay, so I mean, I'm kind of excited for Deadpool 3. It has Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, and a Deadpool movie. So I'm excited for that. But like I mentioned earlier, I'm more excited about Blade. So I'm not as excited that Blade was pushed again, because they pushed Blade so many times already. But Blade has moved from February 14th, 2025 to November 7th. So I guess it's closer to the Halloween area, or Halloween time frame, I guess you can say. It's early November, so around this time, but 2 years from now. So that's still 2 years away. And then Thunderbolts, they moved it to it's actually, that one's coming out before Blade, the summer of 2025. And if I'm reading this correctly, then that means that the only MCU film that is slated right now to come out in 2024 is Deadpool 3. So there's no MCU movies coming out in next year except Deadpool 3. I know they're still doing the TV series. Those are coming out in 2024 for Marvel, Marvel Studios. They're still releasing some of those shows, but as far as theatrical releases in the MCU, Deadpool 3 is the only one that's going to be doing that. Let's see if there's anything else that I wanted to address regarding this. Okay, I think that just might be it. So again, going back here, so Blade coming out in November of 2025, so that one was delayed. So let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to this I'm just gonna talk very briefly here. These are just for my horror fans out there who watch this channel. So we have CreepieCon, a convention, horror convention in Southern California. It returns on February 3rd and February 4th, 2024. It's in Ontario, the Inland Empire, Southern California, like I said. So this is the third annual CreepieCon. Okay, so those are, for those of those horror fans out there, there hasn't been that many announcements yet, but they did initially announce guests from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, the original one from the 70s. So let's see here. Right, so we have Ed Neal, John Dugan, Terry McMinn, William Vell. So those are from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Those are the guests, the celebrities that are going to pop up. Oh, that's for the 50th anniversary. This came out in 1974. Then we have Doug Jones, which a lot of us know from Pan's Labyrinth and Hocus Pocus, Hellboy, and so forth. And the two bullies from Hocus Pocus, Tobias Jelinek, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Larry Bagby. Those two guys from Hocus Pocus, they're going to make an appearance at CreepieCon. And then the YouTube channel, The Grim Life Collective. So they're going to be there. So that should be cool. But the one that I'm more interested about right now is, of course, Neve Campbell, Sydney from Scream. So I've been wanting to meet her for a while, and I'm glad they announced her. So again, my horror fans out there, if you're in SoCal, you're a big Scream fan, Neve Campbell is coming to SoCal again. I think she's been here before in the convention a while ago. I'm not totally sure when, but this is the first time that she comes here to CreepieCon, which is very close to me. So I'll definitely be trying to meet her. And then also now Neve Campbell they announced yesterday. Today they announced Matthew Lillard. So Matthew Lillard is coming back to CreepieCon. So he came earlier this year in February. So I did get to meet him. I didn't take a photo with him because I took my niece wanted to meet him, so I just had her take a photo with him. So Matthew Lillard is coming back. So this is second year coming to CreepieCon, and now he has another movie under his belt, Five Nights at Freddy's. So all those horror fans, Matthew Lillard fans, Scooby-Doo fans, Matthew Lillard is coming to SoCal at CreepieCon. I'm not being sponsored by them or anything like that. Just have to say that. Not being sponsored, but I did want to just mention it real quick here, since this is some news that just popped up within the last 24 hours, and I am a horror fan, so why not? Alright, so that was it for the CreepieCon stuff. So let's see, what's the next thing? Okay, and then I'm probably asking this way late, but if there was any issue with the sound, with the picture, let me know, guys. Let me know if the music was too loud or whatever, or the sound is weird. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so the next thing here, we're gonna get into the Figures Talk segment. Like always, I wait until the end of the stream to do the Figures Talk segment because I know some of you are not really that interested in 6-scale figures or whatever, but that's why I wait until the end to really address it here. And again, I do have the Funko Pop giveaways, the announcements that I'll talk about towards the end. But we'll talk about that in just a moment here. So we're gonna get into the latest announcements from Hot Toys. So this is I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. MARROK. I'll just say MARROK. 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 So he was in he's an Inquisitor, and he was in the Ahsoka series. So all you Star Wars fans, I'm sure you know who this guy is. So he was announced this week, and it's kind of odd that they announced him now. A lot of us, especially collectors, know that Hot Toys did a tease that they were going to make a Ahsoka series line for the 6-scale figures. So obviously we're going to expect Ahsoka, Hera. We already got Sabine and all those. So all of those we were expecting, but then we got this guy, MARROK. Now, if you guys haven't seen Ahsoka, the series, and you don't want this to be spoiled, I'm about to spoil something for you. So if you have not seen it and you care, I'm gonna spoil something here for this character, okay? So I'm just warning you right now. This is gonna be a spoiler. Spoiler. Okay, so this is MARROK, right? So he's an Inquisitor. They announce him, or not announce him, they present him, they show him, like in the second episode, I think, or first or second episode of Ahsoka. So they show him, and he looks cool. He really does. He looks very, very cool. He looks like, what are the knights? What can I remember the name of the knights now? Kylo Ren's minions. Anyways, for some reason I can't remember the names because I'm live. That's why I can't remember. The Knights of Ren. Knights of Ren. So it kind of looks like a Knights of Ren, um, uh, you know, character or whatever. So he looked badass. He looked cool, and there was all these speculation. It's like, oh, who is he gonna be? Is it really? Is it Ezra? He was turned, and now he's an Inquisitor. Those were one of the things. The other thing was that the guy from I don't remember the character's name either, but from the video game Unleashed. So like, oh, it's gonna be that guy. I mean, even I was speculating about that, but only because of things that I've heard that people were saying. So I was like, well, maybe this guy's someone, right? And he popped up. He got into a battle with Ahsoka, and he got defeated. And it looks like he's done, destroyed. So he's gone. And he wasn't really much in the series. Like, he popped up, like I said, a couple episodes, but he wasn't really in there that much. He said maybe a couple lines of dialogue. I think more than Darth Maul did in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. But I mean, he didn't really do much. And maybe all of us Star Wars fans had this high expectation from him. I don't know. But he didn't do much. He's very cool looking, and therefore the figure is very cool looking. And I'm going to get into that in just a bit here. So hold on a second. And regarding the Ahsoka series line, so they have already announced, I think, 3. Well, I think this is the 4th one, the 4th character from Ahsoka. So let me get this here. Okay, so that's MARROK. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but MARROK. So Hot Toys already announced Sabine, Hera, Chopper, Thrawn, Grand Admiral Thrawn. And MARROK. So I guess 5, right? 5 in total so far. They haven't announced Ahsoka. They haven't announced any of the other Force users. I don't know if you want to call them Sith, because they're not really Sith. Balin and Shin. None of the witches. None of those. I don't know if they're going to announce the witches, or they may not even announce Balin or Shin. But there's still some others that they can still announce. Even Ezra. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they'll announce Ezra as a figure. I'm not sure. But this is the 5th one, and they chose MARROK. And like I just said about the character was, yeah, he was kind of whatever, but he looks really, really cool. I mean, just look at the rust, the armor, what it looks like here. Obviously, the Inquisitor, the lightsaber, it's different than the other ones that we've seen. The Inquisitors have it like this, and that looks really, really cool, right? But are people going to order this figure because of the look, right? So, I mean, are you going to order it because you like the character? Although there's not much that we know about the character anyway. But I can understand if you want this because he looks cool. I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm not going to get him because, like I said, these figures are not cheap. And I need a little bit more when it comes to the figures that I'm going to order, or that I'm going to add to my collection. See, this looks really good. This looks really, really good. I was going to say the likeness is good, but it's not a face. But it looks awesome. And then you can get a little tease here from Ahsoka. So I'm sure they're going to make another Ahsoka for the series. I mean, they already made one for the Mandalorian season 2 version, but I'm sure they'll make one for the Ahsoka series. So this is the Ahsoka the White. So I'm guessing this is the one that they're teasing. So I'm sure they'll be announcing her in the next few weeks or so. Let me go back to the price. So I was just saying, if you're a fan of the look, but not necessarily the character, but you think this looks cool enough. Looks very, very cool. So that's MARROK. Again, this is from Sideshow, like I mentioned many times. Mostly I order or pre-order from Sideshow because they're close and whatever, not being sponsored. Price is $265. Expected to ship between October 2024 through March 2025. So about a year and a half from now, you'll get this MARROK figure. Let's see. So let me get into a little bit more details as to the figure itself. So hold on a moment. I'm gonna go into Sideshow now. Okay, so that's okay. Let me exit that out. Okay, so we have here. So if you want to pre-order MARROK, like I said, $265. And what I found interesting, which I guess kind of makes sense because Grand Admiral Thrawn, he is $255, I believe, $255 on Sideshow, and so it's $10 cheaper than MARROK, right? So, but MARROK has this cool Inquisitor lightsaber, and he looks really cool. Thrawn, I would say, is a lot more popular character, a lot more popular villain, but he doesn't have a lightsaber like this, right? So maybe that's why it's still cheaper. LED lightsaber powered by USB for this MARROK. And let me see if there's anything else I want to add here. Okay, so let's look at what weapons it comes with. So we have one circular LED lighted red double bladed lightsaber with blades, USB powered operated, one circular lightsaber hilt, one semicircular LED lighted lightsaber hilt, USB powered operated, one semicircular lightsaber hilt, one pair of red colored lightsaber blades in motion attachable to the hilt. Some of the accessories: one interchangeable left gauntlet with a communicator unveiled, specially designed figure stand with character nameplate. Those are what all of them basically have. So so that's MARROK from Ahsoka. And let me just go back to Grand Admiral Thrawn since he just popped up right here. So like I said, this one's $255 for Grand Admiral Thrawn, right? And it comes with all this, but or it comes with this, I should say. So yeah, so that's MARROK. So let me know, guys, if you are interested in this. I'm just curious to see how many people are actually gonna get this figure because of what I said. You know, he was kind of lackluster in the series, at least in my opinion. You know, we don't learn much about him. He kind of ends, you know. We have here Billy Goat 126 says hi, so hello Billy Goat Joe. And then Birdie Moon says cool, so hello there Birdie Moon. Okay, so let's go back to let's see. So that was the MARROK. Oh, this one is the one that I also wanted to talk about here. So this next figure is not a Hot Toy. It's a third-party figure, and you know, it's questionable, you know, when it's a third-party figure, right? Because you just automatically, the quality, you know, may not be as good as you would like it to be. But this is the only one, or the only manufacturer that, at least that I know of. Correct me if I'm wrong, some of you guys, if you're watching this now or later in the replay. So we have the blade, which is produced by So Toys. So they call it the Vampire Hunter, since obviously they're not licensed to call it Blade. So I think he looks really cool. Wesley Snipes Blade. The likeness of the actor is pretty good. There's some things that are off, but when he's wearing his sunglasses, it's perfect. If you're wearing the sunglasses, if you take off the sunglasses, it's not bad, but you can tell it's a little off. It's a little off, right? So this is from, where is it? Pop Collectibles. I've actually never bought anything from that website. He just kind of I kind of picked this one because it had, you know, some bigger images of the figure, so that's why I'm kind of using him. Let's see. Okay, so here's some photos here. Again, this is a Vampire Hunter or Blade from So Toys. Some photos here. Very good production here, especially for a third-party figure. I'm trying to find the one. Okay, so like this one. I mean, he looks kind of cool, you know, not too bad. I'm trying to find the one that where he takes his glasses off. Oh, there's the kick, the signature Wesley Snipes kick. So here we go. Let's Blade. Cool shot. And okay, this is one where he doesn't have his sunglasses, right? So this one right here. This is the one that I was looking for. This one right here. Okay, so I mean, it's not bad. I don't think it looks bad at all. I mean, it's a little off when it comes to Wesley Snipes' likeness, definitely. But I can kind of see it. Like I said, especially for a third-party figure, I think it's really, really good, especially for a third-party figure. I don't think Hot Toys is going to make a Blade. I don't know if they've even produced a Blade in the past. Like I said, I've been collecting for too long, so this is the first time that I hear that they made any kind of Blade, at least to this level. So I don't think Hot Toys has made a Blade. I don't think they're gonna make one now, at least not Wesley Snipes. Whenever that Mahershala Ali movie comes out, the MCU, of course they're gonna make that Blade. I'm sure they're gonna make that one, but that one's gonna be years from now, many years from now. So, like I said, it looks really, really cool. What are your thoughts on this Vampire Hunter? Let me go back to the website. Again, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I always have to keep saying that, because it always comes off like I'm being sponsored by someone or something or whatever. But this is from Pop Collectibles, so they have it up for pre-order. If you want to get this figure, $188 on this site. I'm sure there's other prices everywhere else. It'll probably be around this price range, and I'm pretty sure you can still do like a payment plan, like most of these figures are, 1/6 scale or whatever. And I'm trying to find when the release date. I thought I saw it earlier. Oh, release date 3rd quarter 2024. So this one will be released, around July, August, September, around there. That's when this figure will come out. Let me just mention a few things that comes with here. Let's see. So 1 pair of fists, 1 pair of hand for holding handgun, 1 pair of relaxed palms, 1 pair of hand for holding sword. The costume is, the suit includes armor, a genuine leather coat. Oh, okay, that was the other thing I was looking into. Oh, so this is real leather? The suit include armor, genuine leather coats. Because Hot Toys or some other manufacturers, they use what is it called, pleather or something. That's what they call it, pleather. It's not real leather, but this one says that it's genuine leather coat. So I'll look into that, because looking at the photo here, it looks like leather, but who knows. But according to this, it says that it comes with a genuine leather coat. Weapons: 2 handguns, 1 metal, what does that say? Affordable sword with scabbard, sunglasses, 5 stakes, shotgun including 2 pieces of bullets, revolver, a grapple short sword with interchangeable tip, foldable boomerang, 1 figure stand. Yeah, well, we'll expect a figure stand, right? So I was like, let me just talk about this figure. I know he was announced a few weeks ago, and I didn't bring him up then, but when we're talking about the other information about Blade possibly being an R-rated movie in the MCU, so I was like, let's talk about this, because I did think he looked pretty cool, and I didn't actually talk about him. So here you go. Let me know your thoughts on this vampire hunter. You know, I think he looks really, really good. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And then the other thing I want to mention here is so we have the Firo Predator from Prey. So they announced this figure. I think it's been like a month ago now, but it wasn't actually available to pre-order on Sideshow. But as of today, it's available for pre-order, and it's $395. Shipping expected October 2024 through March 2025. So that's the time frame, the window that Sideshow is doing right now, as of this moment. That's how long it's going to take for you to possibly get him. And again, that's Hot Toys, not Sideshow, but that's the estimated date that they're using here. So this looks like a very cool figure. I don't remember if I've even talked about him before. I might have just mentioned him, but he does look pretty cool. I think I might have mentioned him before, but now he's officially up for pre-order, right? So that's $395 plus shipping, plus tax, all that stuff. So, but he's now available for pre-order. All right, so let's see here. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to address. Okay, so I'm gonna get into the Funko stuff, the giveaway, I should say. The giveaways here. So as I mentioned earlier this week, so we have this Funko Pop giveaway. It is the Gingerbread Foxy. So he is now open. This giveaway is now open. So subscribe to the YouTube channel or follow the Instagram page at The Movie Canon for your chance to win. All the instructions are going to be in my Instagram page. In the post of this, there's very detailed information as to how to enter. Must have an address within the United States, like I mentioned. And the way that I'm testing things out now is some of these giveaways I may actually announce the winner during a live stream. So that means you would have to be watching live to actually win. In addition to the other requirements, right? In addition to the other requirements that you'll need to enter and win this giveaway. So this one is still open. It'll remain open for a bit still. I'll let you guys know when I'm going to announce the winner, if I'm going to do a live stream and you have to watch live. I'll let you guys know ahead of time if that ends up being the case. So this is the one that is open now, right? So the other one here, and this is the Spider-Man. So I'm going to post it on Instagram and officially open it there. Is the Spider-Man with the Santa hat, right? Funko Pop. So this is another giveaway. This one will be given out if I meet the minimum entries, which I'm sure I will. I mean, I already got it for this one, so I would think that people are more interested with Spider-Man. But there's a Spider-Man Christmas theme with Santa hat Funko Pop giveaway. This one, same thing. You may have to be live in a chat, in a stream, for you to win this Spider-Man. I guess I'll definitely let you guys know in advance. I'll let you know in advance if I do that and when I do that, right? So right now I am leaning towards that route, that you have to be watching live to actually win, right? And I did mention this earlier on my Instagram page. So if there's any of you guys who are watching live right now, let me know right now, because I'll add your name twice in addition to all the other entries that you would normally do. Be a subscriber, be a follower, and any other opportunities that you can add your name. These two will be part of this right now. So this is the one right here. If there's any who are watching live, this is it right here. And then also, this one's not actually open yet, but the Santa Jack Funko Pop giveaway. That one will open soon. It's not opening right now or even tomorrow. I will let you guys know, but this one is opening soon, and I'll give you guys more details about this particular giveaway. And then also, this is the one that I announced also earlier this week. This is the Hot Toys Cos Baby giveaway. So this is the first time that I'm giving one of these away. It might be the only one actually, of the Batman. So this is of the Batman from Robert Pattinson, the Batman, and I'm giving this one away. This one for sure I'm gonna give away during a live stream on my channel or on Instagram. So it'll definitely be one of those. Let me see if I can get you guys an idea, because these Cos Babies are more popular in Asia. Not so much here, but I'll just give you like a reference what this one looks compared to a Funko. Hold on a second here. Okay, so this is the gingerbread Foxy, and this is the Cos Baby, Hot Toys Cos Baby giveaway. So this is the Batman from Robert Pattinson, or from the Batman with the Batarang. So this is one of the giveaways, right? And then, so well, at least the box is smaller than the Funko, right? So these two. So these are open. These are for sure I'm giving away. So we already met the minimum entries or whatever. So these two will be given away. And then I'll let you guys know when and all that stuff. Alright, so I'll be opening this one soon. So keep an eye out for social media, for my Instagram page. When I post this one is still open. I'll give you more details as to when I'll announce the winner. Probably in a live stream. Same thing for this one. I'll let you guys know. This one for sure will be given away during a live stream or Instagram, a live, whatever it's called, stream, I guess. And then this one coming soon. This giveaway will be opening soon. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Movie Canon, for future content and future giveaways. So, and then follow me on Instagram. And so you can get more information, more details, and stuff like that about giveaways, future content, and so forth. So I think that's it, everyone. I think that is it for today. So thank you so very much for watching. I'll give you guys, like I said, more details about these giveaways. I am doing quite a few giveaways. Like I said, right now I have, 2, and the Spider-Man will be the 3rd. The Santa Jack will be the 4th, and there's going to be some other ones towards the end of the year, right? So we're trying to get to the cross the 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so we'll be doing a lot more of these for the remainder of the year 2023, and then hopefully we'll cross the 1,000 subscribers mark by December 31st, or at least by January 1st midnight in 2024. So that is the goal, guys. So that's everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.